Hello everyone. Today, me and my groupmates are gonna showcase a Java program that simulates a smartphone system. Now, this program demonstrates a object-oriented programming using class relationships. Now, each class on this program works together to model on how a real smartphone operates through apps and system services. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, let's get started on the smartphone class. Now, this class has three attributes on it, which are the private apps, the private system service, network service, and the private system service, storage service. Now, as you can see here, we use a square bracket on the app attributes to initialize an array or a list for apps. Now, both the network service and storage service use the system service class. Now, this class will be talked about later on the video. Now, let's get to this line of code, which is the public smartphone. Now, this is a constructor that initializes the smartphone. It creates 3 slots for apps and sets up the network and storage services. Now, this shows composition relationship because the smartphone creates and owns the system service objects. Now, the public void install app. Now, this is a method that installs an app into the correct slot based on its type. It checks the app is already installed before adding it. Now, public void and install app. Now, this is also a method that removes an app from the smartphone by setting its slot to null. It shows composition relationship because the smartphone controls the life cycle of the apps. Now, public void show apps. Now, this method displays all installed apps and their status, installed or not installed. It simply manages and shows the current state of the app array.
Public boolean is app installed it index. This method checks if a specific app slot is occupied and returns true or false depending on whether an app is installed. Private get app index app. This method determines where app should be placed using instance objects. Public void communicates string message, string recipient. This method handles messaging. It activates the network service and uses the messaging app to send a message to show association between smartphone and system service. Public void manage media, string, song. This method handles music playback. It activates storage service and uses the music app to perform media action. This also shows in association. Public void browse internet string URL. This method handles internet browsing. It activates the network services and uses the browser app. This shows association. Public void check system. This method activates both network and storage services to check if the system is working properly. It shows associations with smartphone use multiple services.
Public class app. This is the parent class for all apps. This shows an inheritance relationship because other apps extend this class. Protected string name. This is an attribute that stores the name of the app. Public app string name. This is a constructor that set the app name. Public void perform action string data 1, string data 2. This is the default method that can be overridden by child classes. Public stream get name. This is a get method which returns the app name.
Messaging app class that extends the app class and showcases an inheritance relationship. So the next line, public messaging app, super messaging app. This method sets the app name using the parent constructor. Next, public void perform action, string message, string recipient. This is the method that displays that the message and the recipient that the user typed in. This stimulates a message interaction in the smartphone system. Next, we have created another class called the music app class, which also showcases an inheritance relationship as it also inherits from the app class. Next time, public music app, super music app. This method sets the name of the app through the use of the parent constructor. Next, we have the public void perform action, string song, string unused. So this method displays the song name that the user typed in, stimulating that the user opened the music app in the smartphone system.
Browser app class. Public class browser app extend app. The browser app class is another instance of inheritance as it uses the keyword extend to the app class. Public browser app, super browser app. This is the method that sets the name of the app by using parent constructor. Public void perform action. String URL, string unused. This is a method that displays the name of the website which is the user inputted, which is stimulate the user that are researching using the browser app.
So next, let us proceed to the final class, the system service class. To start this class off, we start things with this code, private string service name. This is an attribute in this class that stores the service name. Next, public system service string service name. This is a constructor in this class that sets the service type. Next, we have public void activate service. This is a method to display that the service is active. And this part of the class is a composition relationship because this is created and is fully owned by the smartphone class. Next, we have the main class. This serves as the user interface of the program and allows the user to interact with the system through the use of a menu-driven system. It creates a smartphone object and uses it to install or uninstall apps, check installed application, use features like messaging, music, and browsing. And it also activates system function. This class takes user input and calls the appropriate methods from the other classes. Overall, the structure is simple and user-friendly because it organizes actions into a clear menu, making the program easier to navigate and use. So in conclusion, this program demonstrates how object-oriented programming works through the use of different class relationships. We used inheritance for the app class hierarchy, and then we used aggregation for storing apps in the smartphone class, and then we used composition for the system service, and then we used association to make the smartphone class perform different tasks. And with the use of these class relationships, we made the program more modular and easier to understand. And with that, this concludes our video presentation.